Hey everybody, and welcome back to the show. We're talking all about weddings today. You know, those magical days filled with love, laughter, and the occasional unexpected guest who turns the whole thing upside down. That's right, folks. We've all heard the horror stories, the ex who crashes the party, the drunk uncle who steals the microphone. It's enough to make you want to elope to Vegas. But hey, misery loves company, right? So today, we're diving headfirst into the wild world of wedding crashers with the top 5 unexpected guests who ruined everything. Get ready to cringe, folks, because these stories are doozies. Picture this, you're standing at the altar, the love of your life gazing into your eyes, and bam, a furry blur comes crashing into the reception. It's like a scene straight out of National Geographic. 1 minute, you're saying, I do. The next, everyone's screaming, it's a bear! Run! Talk about a wedding album you won't forget. From squirrels in the cake to raccoons raiding the buffet, these critters know how to party, uninvited. And don't even get me started on the time a flock of geese photobombed the wedding photos. Seriously, who invited Mother Nature's wild side? It's enough to make you want to put a bird on it. But hey, on the bright side, at least it's a story for the grandkids, right? Just imagine their faces when you tell them. And then Uncle Bob wrestled a possum for the bouquet. Priceless, pure comedic gold. Exes. Can't live with them, can't send them a strongly worded letter suggesting they skipped the wedding. We've all been there, right? You think you've moved on, you're happy, you're starting a new chapter, and then bam! Your ex shows up at the wedding looking like they just stepped out of a bad romantic comedy. And the worst part, they always seem to know exactly what to say to stir up trouble, like, oh wow, you look different. I remember when you used to... Nope, nuh-uh, shut it down, this is not their day. This is about celebrating love, not rehashing old drama. But hey, at least it makes for a good story later, right? Just imagine. You're surrounded by friends reminiscing about the wedding and someone says, remember when your ex showed up in that ridiculous outfit? And everyone laughs. See? Totally worth it. Chapter 3. Drunk in Love with the Open Bar. All right, let's be real, folks. Open bars at weddings can be a recipe for disaster. We've all got that one relative, right? The one who takes open bar as a personal challenge. They start off innocently enough, a little too enthusiastic during the toasts, maybe a little too much YMCA on the dance floor, but then things take a turn. The music stops, everyone turns around, and there they are, microphone in hand, belting out a tearful rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody while standing on a table. It's like a train wreck in slow motion. You want to look away, but you just can't. Look, we all love a good time, but there's a fine line between having fun and becoming the star of the wedding bloopers reel. And trust me, you don't want to be the reason the bride throws her bouquet into the punch bowl. So to all the tipsy uncles and aunts out there, pace yourselves, drink some water, and for the love of all that is holy, stay off the karaoke machine. Chapter 4, Party Crashers. They came, they saw, they stole the show. Okay, folks, let's talk about audacity. Imagine this, you're living your best life at your wedding, surrounded by loved ones, and suddenly a stranger waltzes in like they own the place. These aren't just your average guests who forgot to RSVP. These are full-on party crashers, here to eat your cake, dance with your date, and maybe even try to steal the wedding gifts. They're like the ninjas of the party circuit. You never see them coming, but they always leave a lasting impression. And the worst part, they're usually having the time of their lives. They're on the dance floor, busting out moves you didn't even know existed. They're charming the pants off your great Aunt Mildred. They're basically living the wedding dream on your dime. It's enough to make you want to hire a bouncer, but hey, at least it makes for a good story later, right? Just imagine telling your friends, yeah, and then this random guy in a Hawaiian shirt showed up and tried to give a toast. Chapter 5. Vendor fail, from I do to DIY. Okay folks, we've all been there. You're planning a big event, you've got everything booked, every detail meticulously arranged, and then disaster strikes. The caterer calls in sick, the DJ loses his voice, probably from all that YMCA at the last wedding, am I right? But the ultimate wedding nightmare, the photographer bails. I mean, what's a wedding without those perfectly posed photos to remember the day? It's enough to make you want to scream, say cheese to the nearest smartphone and call it a day, but hey, sometimes you just got to roll with the punches, right? Maybe your cousin's got a decent camera phone. Maybe your Uncle Bob's got a hidden talent for capturing candid moments. And who knows? Maybe those impromptu photos will turn out even better than the professional ones. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the perfect pictures, the fancy food, or the synchronized dance moves. It's about celebrating love and having a good story to tell later. And trust me, a little vendor fail makes for one heck of a story. Outro, and they lived happily ever after, chaos included. So there you have it, folks, the top 5 unexpected guests that can turn your dream wedding into a hilarious disaster. But hey, at the end of the day, weddings are all about celebrating love, and sometimes a little chaos just adds to the fun. So, if you've got a crazy wedding story, share it in the comments below. We want to hear all about the time your great aunt tried to teach everyone the Macarena, or the time a rogue piñata almost took out the wedding cake. Because let's face it, folks, life is too short to take weddings too seriously. Let's see those stories.